This is an official proclamation from the Lieutenant Governor Nancy Wyman. It says, "You have demonstrated tremendous commitment to social and economic justice, activism, and public service. Your family, friends, and working families in Connecticut have benefited greatly from your integrity, compassion, and charisma." Nancy Wyman, Lieutenant Governor of the state of Connecticut.
We should all remember fondly the good old days when Tom was a fighter, a revolutionary, a radical. Remember the City 6 campaign to reduce health-harming pollution from Connecticut's dirty power plants. Remember the campaign to take down a corrupt governor and create the citizen election program. Remember the fight for universal health care. Tom Swan and CCAG led those battles.
Tom said, "I'll come to Connecticut, but I'm only going to come for 2 or 3 years.
We didn't know in the beginning that because Tom's deaf, we won an awful lot of fights with him because he just didn't hear me. Oh, especially talking on a cell phone in an automobile. Anyway, and as I said, say what you want about him, he can't hear you.
An example of Tom's work that I wanted to mention is everybody takes, I think now we all take for granted how the Koch brothers are sort of the evil people that we go after all the time. The first protest organized against the Koch brothers in the United States ever in Palm Springs in 2011, putting them on the map for being the poster child of dark money, was organized by Tom.
Tom, he's also proud of his Irish heritage. So some years ago, my family, we went to Ireland and we wandered about. When you go to Ireland, you're Irish, everybody looks like your uncle, you know, or your aunt or somebody. I mean, it's like, what the hell? And so we found the Swans. We found the Swans. They were in a Galway Bay. So I'm going to give him the Swans of Galway Bay. Thank you, Tom, for all you've done for the state of Connecticut, for each and every one of us. Thank you for being a wonderful part of our lives.
Thank you for 25 years, and I know that there are some other people who wish to make a couple of comments about you. And then I think it's my understanding that Tom is actually going to say a word or two. And if I could call the board to have a quick meeting after this to just see if we want to offer him a 26th year, depending on what he says. So
the old Swan's here. I'll do whatever I have to do to stop this madness in Washington, D.C.
Thank you.
How can you deny climate change? How can you say that the wealthy need a tax break and will take away health care from seniors and our kids? How can you say that we're going to separate families, kids from their parents at the border? Or deny people based upon your religious beliefs entry into this country? Or that all of us should have the ability to love the people that we want? The most corrupt president in the history of the United States has nominated the most corrupt person ever nominated for the Supreme Court, and Kavanaugh. We got to stop it, and we got to organize, and we need to elect the Vicky Nardellos, and we need to elect the Julie Kusters, and we need to elect the Ned Marks. But at the end of the day, we got to get rid of this administration. But when we do, we can't go back to what we had before. It's not acceptable to see the bankers rip off this country and destroy the economy, and not a single one of them go to jail. Support CCAG will continue that fight, and we'll continue to work with our fearless leader and everybody else to build that more just society. Thank you very much.
But we all know that the man sitting here to my left is our captain, is our leader, and we could have no one better to lead us. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating and thanking Tom Swan for 25 amazing years.
Yeah.